Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now.
Good morning. Turbo Toad Turnip Time. Turbo Toad Warriors. Turbo Toad Army. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. It's Turbo Turn Up. Turbo Warriors. Everyone involved in the Turbo Toad program. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, toads and tadpoles. Welcome to the BTM Crypto News Network and the Turbo Toad Turn Up. Turbo Toad Warriors. There's a lot of things going down, a lot of things about to gear up. The Turbo Toad Army is still in full effect. The construction continues. The building is gearing up. The Toad is starting to push up. We are running it back. We are starting to push it up. So welcome on this Friday. It's just kind of rainy, but yo, BTM greetings from the Turbo Toad community. Wishing all a great Easter weekend. So thank you, Torg. And thanks everyone for joining. Hope you guys are having a happy Easter. Hope you guys stay dry. It's going to be a stormy weekend, but it's always kind of weird on Easter weekend for some reason. Always a lot of storm and raining, but you know that's the beginning of summer. So it gets kind of crazy and a lot of bad weather. So hope you guys stay safe and stay dry and have a fun weekend with your family and friends. But back to business, Turbo is starting to wake up. I guess Turbo is rising for Easter weekend. It's back in effect and back going for the 2025 bull run. The bull might be starting, but it's not just not for financial. This is just for entertainment purposes, right? It's not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes. Got kind of tongue tied, doing 3 or 4 different things, just trying to get back on track. Thanks for joining. Let's turn on the spotlight and see what we can see. See what's going down in X Twitter land. But we'll start with the crypto bubbles. So this is Turbo is up 9.6%. Nero's up 7.2. Toshi's up 14.2. AIZ's up 6.7. Movie Dodge is up 4.3. FET is up 4.3. Tao's up 7.6. ZBC is up 4.2. Make quick to a quick video and I will be right back. Let me know what you I might need to talk off mute, but let me see what's going on and I'll be right back. Till then, check out Freeman Finance and Truth, exposing the truth about the meme coin going to zero.
Was this all a scam? Have we been living a lie? The dreams of the meme coin super cycle, everyone driving Lambos and yachts. Is it over. In this video, I wanted to tell if meme coins will ever get back to previous all-time highs, and were we all lied to for the rich to just make more money? We're going to go over multiple scenarios, look at a couple different projects, and tell you what my honest opinion is on these and what am I doing forward, because there's some very important data on one specific chain that makes me extremely bullish long term, guys. We're going to get into everything, the future of meme coins and more. I love you all. This is never financial advice. This right here is the overall market cap for meme coins. And you can see when you go back to the beginning, this right here was mainly Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Yet lately we have had a plethora of new projects launched currently. I just want to show you this right here. If you go back to the beginning of 2024, there was less than 5 or 6,000 projects being launched per day. Yet now, at a slow time in the market, we're still at 65,000 being launched today. You can see 13.53 million being launched every day. So is your favorite meme coin gonna go back to its previous all-time high? Probably not. But there's two different kinds of meme coins that I really want to go over. One of them I think does have a chance to be long lasting and have a huge market cap. The other one is going to just dwindle down to zero and will never make another all-time high, because we are in an attention economy. And we all seen this playing out live when Chill Guy came out. Y'all remember this meme? Everyone was posting it. All the celebrities, not just crypto people, everyone was talking about Chill Guy, and they ran up to 73,000 followers. This was launched on Solana. And as you can see right here, it ran up drastically to over $500 million market cap, all off of hype. That's what I mean by that as an attention economy. This is a real life internet meme that became on chain as a meme coin. That is not something that was built really from the ground up. It was CTO'd. The dev left originally, and now it's just passed on to someone else who's going to CTO it until they can rug it on the next guy. So something like Chill Guy, I believe, is going to go to absolutely zero, has no chance in heck to ever get back up to this. But what was the demise of it? Because when you look here, I'm right here typed in just a Chill Guy, and nobody has posted that meme in days almost, it seems. I'm just scrolling, and I see absolutely nothing with it. So what is going to make this pop up, right? Like, this does not have a very crazy community, a good dev. This was just a viral meme that was very viral at one point in time, and it is just never ever going to come back. But what was the demise of it? Binance to launch meme coin Chill Guy perpetual futures. When was this? November 27th. When was this? November 27th, guys. And so I have become a much better trader when I've learned to take advantage of both sides of the market, longing and shorting, and using leverage with caution whenever I think it is a good trade. And that is why I've been using BitUnex, guys. I have a promotional link that you can sign up for free. Like I'm saying, this is never going to come back. This is Chill Guy. Chill Guy equals dead guy. Well, what's one that could potentially make a comeback? And I'm not just using Turbo because I like Turbo, but this is just an example of something that actually had a dev. It has a community. It was not a real viral meme in real life, you know, and then it's had multiple pumps retracement, multiple pumps retracement, multiple pumps. And then now it's back down at $130 million market cap. But when we're looking at this data, it's going to be hard for any of these projects to make a new all-time high, because we are in an attention economy. Every week there's something new you're laughing about. There's a new meme. There's something else grabbing people's attention. So what am I looking for to make me a lot of money within the meme coin sector in the next coming months? Well, there's a couple things we need to look at. Where is the overall institutional money going? Where is the total value lot going? Where is the builders going? That's what I want to look into. And then I want to look for projects that are really building, but no one has found them yet. And that way they will still have the new factor when someone does find them and the markets heat up. So whenever we come back over here, I am extremely bullish on base chain. And not only is it backed by Coinbase, not only has Coinbase been launching meme coins, it's right here in the data. If you take a look in the orange base right here in 2024 is at 6.88% of the overall meme coins. And if we just drag this over slowly, you can see how it became over 15% by the end of last year. If we look in December, it was 15.35%. And then you keep going, It dropped with the rest of the market, and now it's just keep on going up. If we just go back to the last 30 days, you can see that base was at 14%, and now it is currently at 16%. It's gained 2% in market share. But one of the saddest things on this chart is really means a lot for Turbo, because when we take a look at just Ethereum on its own, it has went from 12% back in early 2024 all the way down to 3%. And that is just because of all the expensive fees. There's no reason to pay $15 gas fees when you could pay pennies on the dollar using Solana, using Arbitrum, using Base Chain, using Sui, any of those. But there's a lot of people not even looking at Base Chain yet. And you can see that Coinbase is listing these meme coins, and they're listing them at very small market caps. I'm not talking about listing when something's at a $500 million market cap. They're listing them very, very small. If we look, when they announced Dog and Me would be on their roadmap, not even the official listing, that was right here on the Dog and Me chart. You can see that Dog and Me had a couple run-ups to 100 million. Then it was sitting here teetering with 60 million, 60 million, hit 60 million again. But from right there, just the point in time that they were announced on the roadmap, it went up 600%. And this was at a time when Bitcoin and everything else was bleeding. Imagine the meme coins that are listed on base onto Coinbase exchange whenever the market is exploding, when people are waiting there with stable coins in their wallet, just looking for the next thing that grabs their attention in this attention economy. So what are some of them that I am looking at? And guys, always know this is ever financial advice. I've talked about it on this channel a few times. Beats on base. I am a heavy investor, and this is like 4 or 5 or 6 artificial intelligence projects. When you look, over 13,000 on X, gold check mark, currently sitting at 270,000 market cap. What another one? Arrowbud, cute dog. I also own this one. Everyone loves it. Over 6,000 followers here. When you look at the chart, they're at $6 million market cap. This one I do not own, but this is one of the staple dogs on the chain. And you can see that it's currently sitting at $21 million market cap. It had a couple run-ups to $100 million. But when Coinbase is listing base meme coins, they're incentivized to support their own chain. I mean, Coinbase owns this layer 2 built on Ethereum. And so as they're going to be listing these, and a lot of them are smaller tokens, I believe when this meme coin super cycle or just the next wave comes, that there will be a lot of projects that have been building very heavily that have not had attention get a lot of attention in this attention economy. I do not think meme coins overall are a scam. There is a lot of scams, but like anything in finance or anything in life, bad people will exploit it. But I do not think the majority of these meme coins will ever go back to their previous all-time high. Something like Chill Guy that was made off a viral meme that was going around real world Web 2 will never make it back, in my personal opinion. Something like Turbo has a better chance, but it could still be very hard pressed with the lack of attention on Ethereum due to their gas fees and other chains just being superior. So I'm eyeing Base Chain. I'm also going to be going to the Base on Chain Summit around August 21st through 25th, something like that. I'll put it right here. If anyone wants to go out there, join me. I'll be making some content, having a good time over there in San Francisco. But let me know, is there a base meme coin that you've got your eyes on that I don't know about? Because I'm looking to get into some new communities. Watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman of Finance family, what are we?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, toes and tadpoles, we are back. So, wow, Turbo's up 10.2%. Current holders is 53,247. Looks like we lost some holders over the past couple of days, because we were at 53,333, but now we are at 53,250. So the holding numbers have went down. Currently, we're at 132.8 million milwon. Back in that milwon, up 0.47%, up 9.4. 77.3 Milan. But Milwan, no, somebody was saying that earlier. I'm not even sure I'm saying it right. Million. Everybody has another way to say millions. But this is, what is this? Coinranking.com. Coinranking.com has Turbo. Where is Turbo? At number 24, right under GigaChad. So I told you guys yesterday, right? We would flip. Dang, Toshi already went up to all the way. What? Wait a minute. She went all the way up to 21? I was at 24 under GigaChad. So Toshi flipped GigaChad? GigaChad's coming down. Okay. AIZ16 is 22. Toshi's 21. Turbo is 24. 430.3 million. Market cap up 9%. Toshi's up 14%. Snake is 19%. So if we get back to this 200 million market cap, that'll put us near the top 15. Popcat is number 14. Cat in a Dog's World is 15 at 215 million market cap. Pudgy Penguin is Pudgy Penguin is 298. So we should be somewhere around Brett Pudgy Penguin between 298, maybe 300 million market cap. That's where we're at before it started to slide. So maybe it'll come back up, but it came down for us to pick it up. So let's see here. We'll try the trading view. Trading view showing day chart. This is 003. We're currently at 002, which is up from 008. 0008. It's on the day indicator. We'll try 5 minutes on the MACD. Got to zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So this is 5-minute chart. MACD crossed. We're starting to lose volume. Got a green candle on the 5-minute. 15-minute got a couple of red candles. MACD cross. We're losing volume. 1-hour chart. Couple of red candles. Had a MACD cross. Volumes going down on the 1 hour. Checking the 4-hour. Had a couple of green candles. Now we're pulling back a little bit, but the volume is building and the MACD is up. Gonna switch the indicators. Maybe I'll actually buy the service so we can look at 2 indicators at one time. Wait a minute. That was the MACD already. So we're gonna put the RSI on there. Rosa, good question. I'm thinking, let's check the RSI. Is it a good weekend pump? Is it just a weekend pump? That's a good question, actually. But I think it's gonna sustain, right? RSI is coming up, kind of tapered off on the 4-hour, but relative base RSI is moving upward. 1-hour chart. Ooh, RSI is high. And it's flat. Got a couple red candles on the 1-hour. On the 45 minutes, flat, 1 red candle. 15-minute chart, 2 red candles. The RSI is kind of down and moving sideways. And on the 5 minutes, got a green candle and RSI is still flat. So as far from, it's probably going to pump over the weekend, but there really is no news yet. So I don't even know why it's pumping, other than the market appears to be going up. Fartcoin's down 15. Bears down 11. Snakes down 3. Toshi's up 12. Nero's up 7. Ludan's up 8. Baby Dodge is up 4. ZBC ends up 4. ALI up 7. Fetch is up 4.8. XZN is down 3.7. So looking at the stats on the Turbo Aurora devs, looks like we have 76 accounts total, 164 accounts transferred. Total addresses 313, 313. Total tokens 44, 12.5 million total blocks, 3,400 transactions, 149 contracts, and 36 verified contracts. See if there's anything valuable here as well. But there is a bit of some selling going on because we're losing holders here. So let's see if we can check the DEX real quick. And then go back to Twitter. No, they're cutting the yard. That's why I keep looking around, keep hearing them banging up against the window there. So if you can hear that, that's just the, oh, wow. Base turbos up 31%. I thought something happened on base yesterday. Somebody said that there was a problem with base or people were leaving base. I think Freeman was talking about that. Let me go back and check that as well. Let's see what's going on for. See if we can just look at whales. Uh, check the whale action first. Today is the 18th. Somebody removed 13,000. Added 13,000. Same address, actually. Somebody removed 52,000. What does this add remove? Oh, that's weird. So they're adding and removing. Wow. What was that? 22,000? 22,000? Is there no buying? Why is this only showing adding and removing? So we'll add back in the dolphins and the fish. And the fish. Why is this only showing adding and removing? What? Nah. That's weird. Okay, that makes sense. So fish been buying what is this? 18, 3 o'clock. Buying, selling, moving, buying, selling. So people are, I guess, taking profits, which is cool. We expected that. A lot of selling going on, actually. Some buying going on. I guess it's up and down, but it looks like there's more selling. Price popped a little bit and people are taking profits. So let's go over to Twitter and X. Don't forget to sign up for the Black Tiger Miner Twitter page to stay current on uh, cryptocurrency news and updates. So let's see here. Do people sell on weekends and buy midday? Isn't that risky? Do people sell on weekends and buy midday? It's a good question, actually. Good to see. You know, some people are buying and selling all the time, right? Just constantly, kind of like day trading. They're buying and selling, buying and selling, and buying and selling. So this is Crypto PBS. Shout out to Crypto PBS. Turbo doesn't follow blueprints, it draws them. While others coins throw bricks in chaos, Turbo designs with purpose. Every line calculated, every move intentional. A meme built to last. Top performance in the last 24 hours. So this is the guy that helped with the Revolut listing. So shout out to Crypto TBS. Uh, Shout out to Linsanity for the 72 days relentless of pushing turbo. This isn't stopping until we smash the multi-billion-dollar market cap. I feel that. Follow Turbo Toad token. Turbocharge. We with turbo. The climb leads to a treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Do you have what it takes to reach the top and gain the reward for massive strength and determination? Turbo chain, turbo swap, turbo token, turbo fam, one AI meme coin, load the toad. I should have put the load the toad. Forgot all about that. Uh, it's Easter. What would be better than visiting family? Often that comes with a train ride. I wish all of you Turbo Toads a wonderful Easter weekend. Thank you, and definitely. And where you at where they riding the train at? That's interesting. I wish. Uh, Ready to rumble. What up, Roaring Toady? And what up, Cloud Bricks? Turbocharged. Uh, Benzal versus Vlad will be the first to list Turbo. A fierce fight. They're just warming up act for Unstoppable Community. Place your bets and drop your picks in the comments. Let's settle in this arena. Bybit or Robinhood? Knock, knock. It's Turbo, the toad with the speed. Let them in, Robinhood. Your users need some magic. Definitely. And New York City. Uh, New York might be the only place in the U.S. you can travel safely. Maybe. Shout out to the NYC. Robinhood, it's time to list Turbo. In a future where tech and innovation collide, Turbo stands ready with the eye on the horizon, the Robinhood app in hand, and the community at its back. Turbo demands its spot on the trading, and more than just a token, it's a movement. 15 trending, top 15 coins by trending search on Binance. And we got Turbo in at 11% number 13. Wow. While OM is down. Solana's number 4. Coin's number 6. Tau, Nero. And I don't even know what this T is. That's weird. I see a Turbo 002 turbocharged. Uh, Change Hero. Save 50% on Turbo. Swap fees with Change Hero. For a limited time, enjoy reduced services fees on every Turbo swap, just half the usual cost. Promo dates 18 to 25. I swap show more 50% off. Take advantage of this special deal while it lasts. I haven't used Changed Hero, but you can check it out. But this is not financial advice. It's a music mucus or something. It's not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes. Ramon in another universe, another rainy day in Turbo City. Help, please help. Scanning the target. Give me that bad granny. Mother hair that needs what? To be top or left. Another bear. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Pretty cool. Where's the rest of the cartoon, Ramon? What's going on, man? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we live. When it freezes, sometimes the screen goes out. Turbo. Thanks for Turbos for everybody. Here's Turbo. Turbo is for everybody, right? Hey, Turbo is for everybody. Doesn't matter if you dejent, a normie, a whale, just vibing on the sidelines. If you got heart, you're in. Turbo wasn't built by suits. It was born by the people for the people. $69 budget, zero gatekeeping, 100% mean magic. You're Turbo. I'm Turbo. We're all Turbo. Now say it with your chests. We're all gonna turbo make it. We're all going turbo make it. We're all going to turbo make it. Okay. Chat GPT. This is Peg Leg Wally. What up with you? Very good info. Should be aware RSI overbought. April 18th, which is today. Daily Bitcoin still. Keep your eyes on 85K and 83.5 key levels for bull and bear scenarios. The bear scenarios become more and more likely as more time spent below the 200-day MEA without breaking above it.
Points chart, but taking a look at the spot chart, the futures chart, the stock market, and also what the
Sorry about that, folks. Let me turn that volume down. Slither. Wee bit there.
ETF products in the United States did yesterday. Now, as we have been highlighting, the more time we continue to get rejected by our 200-day exponential moving average right here, which is a very important area of resistance, the more likely we are to fall. Also, the daily stochastic RSI is an even more overbought and overextended territory, which means the risk is getting higher every single day for us to see a correction here. Now, we have also highlighted that if we could get above the 200-day exponential moving average, this could act as a very nice bouncy trampoline for price to move forward. But it has continued to act as resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 7 days now, although our daily candle today has not closed, 6 to 7 days in a row. So just like yesterday, the key points to watch out for are $85,000 and basically $83,500. If we break support here, there could be a big fall. If we can get above $85,000 and turn it into support, there could actually be a big rise. But that big rise scenario is becoming less and less likely the more time goes by. And if we do not get above that 200-day exponential moving average and use that as a slingshot upwards, this scenario, the bearish break of our bear flag here, is still in play and still valid for this scenario. By the way, there is a gap on Bitcoin's chart at $52,000. However, it is on the 4-hour time frame. It's not on the daily time frame, so it is less impactful, but something worth noting. Now, coming over to the futures chart for Bitcoin here, you can see that we are also in fully overbought territory. And as I've been highlighting, you don't get reversals on Bitcoin's chart, either bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish, until the spot chart and the future charts, daily stochastic RSI, are both aligned. They are both aligned in very overbought territory. The amount of time that we have to try to see Bitcoin make and do something nice to the upside is becoming severely limited. Now, switching back to the spot chart, and this is the 4-hour time frame, you can see here that last night or yesterday, we tried to get above this point here, and we actually set in a lower high. This is still pretty much the exact same pattern going back to this point here all the way. It's basically an exact copy of what we had in January before markets caved, and we can see that bearish momentum is starting to show up on the 4-hour chart. And for reference, this is what happened in January. You have your barely higher high here, attempts to try to make a recovery, and then a collapse. And if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame for the futures market, we are actually trying to stay above the 200 exponential moving average. Maybe this could be support. Maybe we could move a higher up. Maybe we can make a higher high. Maybe. Seems like the odds are less likely. Also, the stochastic RSI on the 4-hour time frame for the futures market is highlighting that, hey, maybe we have room to see a little bit of upside in the beginning of trading or maybe throughout the day today, Friday, and that this won't be an overbought territory at the same time as the spot charts 4-hour chart. So maybe we don't see a correction if we are going to get one. It is still an if, by the way, until Monday or Sunday evening when the futures chart reopens. Now, switching over to the stock market, this is the stock market, the S&P 500 on the daily time frame. You can see here that we are in overbought territory and we're starting to have a bearish cross of our two stochastic RSI indicators and lines here. Now, we do have bullish gaps higher up on the S&P 500. We have quite a few of them, however, but we are starting to lose momentum here on the daily time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame for the stock market, we are seeing bearish momentum want to go to the downside. I also wouldn't be surprised to see price maybe even come up and fill this gap first before this ends up taking prices downwards for the stock market today. And regarding the ETF products in the United States yesterday, they actually bought $106.9 million. So that was nice to see those inflows. But overall right now, keep your eyes on that 85.5K and that 83.5K range for Bitcoin. If we can get above or below either one of those, big move to the upside or to the downside. I personally am more so leaning towards that bearish scenario, but nothing has been confirmed yet. That is the update for the day. Have a good day. Do good things. Be good people. Make a bunch of money. It is the morning of April 18th. Let's do a quick update on Bitcoin.
That's pretty cool. Welcoming Coin Guide to the Black Tiger Miner BTM Crypto News Network. Moving forward, Pegleg Wally, Turbo feels great seeing Turbo back in Top Gains list. We all knew it was just a matter of time. Imagine what Turbo token will do alt season comes around. And this is Turbo's up 15%, Toshi's up 17%, Bone is up 15%. Interesting. Like this, my total Toad Warrior standing tall with his crew. Turbo community proves we're unstoppable, resilient, and stronger together. This is Run It Back. This morning is up 15.7% on coin or crypto bubbles. This is top highlight meme coin social engagement in the last 24 hours. Turbo was number 3, so we're back in the top 5 on crypto insights. This is how many Turbo Toads does it take to topple the current meme coin king? 300 would be enough, but we already have 53,237 toads and growing fast. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Who did this? Where you at, Turbo Army? The toad has found the light. I see you with the green candle. Turbo. Hey, Toadets, do you feel like women or have already mutated too? Okay. In the early days of the great digital stagnation, when humanity had faded into digital shadows, during the big bear trap, Turbo rose not a god, not a machine, not a beast, something in between, a glitch in the system, born from last rebellious spark biology. He was first seen in memes, a joke, a grotesque face, a flicker in the feed. Then in the algorithms, consuming content, devouring servers, dropping influencers like digital plagues. Turbo wasn't programmed. He infected every AI, every neural net, every camera, every dream. He was the revolution, gasoline on fiber optic cables, an amphibious update with no change law. Soon Turbo is everything. You unlock your phone Turbo, you search freedom Turbo, you dream of someone Turbo, you die and Turbo welcomes you with open turbines. Because Turbo is the beginning and there is no end. Story time glitch. That's kind of creepy, actually. I mean, it's cool, but it's creepy cool, but it's crazy. But I like the image and I like the story, right? Turbo is everywhere. Kind of gets a little carried away with the infectious part and the dream part, and Turbo is everywhere, but pretty good concept. Happy Easter weekend. Here, Turbo community, wish you a bright Easter and many colorful surprises, whether you nest on the meadow or in your heart. May the Turbo spirit give you strength, smiles, and select. Stay happy, stay Turbo. Load the Toad token. Turbo, that's a pretty nice size egg. Probably paid a pretty penny for that. You could have used that penny and invested in Turbo. I'm just playing. Just playing. It's only a joke, guys. Calm down. It is what it is. Turbo among might understand soon. Turbo is the most underrated meme coin on the market. No dev, no rug pull. Ownership denounced. 100% supply and circulation. Zero hidden wallets. Survives every market dip like a beast. Built by AI, backed by memes. Turbo energy incoming. You miss this, don't say. If you miss this, don't say the grid didn't warn you. Okay. Cool imagery, kind of weird looking toad, but hey. But there is something I did need to warn you guys. Shout out to Crypto PBS. This is Turbo up 9%. And why is there always a comma in these? In other countries, when they do percents, there's commas instead of decimals. I don't know. The final climb down for Turbo, buckle up. Uh, Turbo is rocking. First AI generated meme coin ready to leap onto the platform without passion. Daily growing community driving it with this people's coin. Open the door and let Turbo in. The firefighter of meme coins first in, last out. When the market is in flames, everyone's running. Turbo charges in to save the day. And it's coming down for us to pick it up. Days, Toad days. Turbo tried to focus, but when the vibes say nah, and took him on a spiritual coffee break. Oh wow. What's in that coffee? I need one of those. Turbo just hit the gas. Trading volume jumps 48% to 42 million. Market cap followed, climbing almost 7% to 130 million. Binance is leading the charge, holding 18% of the volume. Momentum is picking up. Really? So what do you guys got today, actually? Meanwhile, here's nothing. That's weird. Uh, is that from today? From yesterday. Why didn't you say nothing? Turbo, the all-time high whale holders back in June 2024. Since then, whale holders have picked back up big time with steadily trend up. Great signs follow the big money. Money, 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 money. So Turbo's back to 9.8%. Looked at the swaps. Any messages here? Short setup active after rejection. Implementation downstream scenario after breakout support levels. Testing 0017. I guess we're back to videos. Checking the 5-minute chart. Nothing there. Look at Freeman. This is Row from yesterday.
My mind, guys, that Turbo is leaps and boundaries past every other meme coin. In my humble opinion, I think it's one of the greatest meme coins of 2025, and the price is finally starting to reflect it. We are finally seeing a little bit of a pump towards the upside, guys, along with other cryptos as well. So I'm a little bit excited as I'm making today's video. If you guys are new around here, welcome back. My name is Ro. Thank you for being a part of today's video and being a part of this channel. If you're new around here, guys,
Yeah, I almost forgot. I'm tripping. So yes, this airdrop, Turbo does not do airdrops. Again, PSA, Turbo does not do airdrops. Whatever this is a scam. Don't give them your wallet. Don't try to claim $30,000 in tokens. Don't even click on this link. They're in the process of reporting this. Make sure you don't go here, click the link, or try to claim the airdrop. Turbo does not do airdrops. Just for you guys to be safe, right? We're watching, we're helping, we are here. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Let me see, where are we? Where were we? We were here.
I want to hit 15K subs, and I post 3 videos every single day. So if you guys appreciate the type of content, daily crypto uploads consistently now for over a year, then all I ask in return is that you guys like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything. Now, without further ado, we're going to take a look at the overall market cap of Turbo, see what's going on in the markets.
So I suspect they took the video down and they put it back up. Again, it says no views. Don't click on the link. Can I flag this guy? A report? Yeah, I can report it. Let me go ahead and report it again. This one, shit. Turbo does not do airdrops. Don't even come over here. Oh, it's 2 videos. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't even know who this is, but definitely, oh, it's somebody, a completely different user. That's weird. But yeah, Turbo doesn't do airdrops. Get the word out. Tell your mom's, sister's, boyfriend's barber not to tell people to go to get the Turbo airdrop. There is no Turbo airdrop. Turbo does not airdrop anything. Don't get caught up.
I'll kind of get an understanding of where we are sitting. And first things first, guys, Turbo sitting at 18 or 201891. 18. Imagine it was $18. That'll be crazy. Market cap sitting at around 130 million. Volume up 42%. A lot of inflows of money coming into crypto markets, guys, as we're getting close to Good Friday and just like the whole Easter celebration overall. Which again, hey, I mean, Jesus Christ is risen, so and the crypto market is rising as well. We will take it. In the last 7 days, up 12.76%. Almost more or less back to where we were prior to the little bit of that sell-off. Because the 90-day tariffs, we had a little bit of a rally. Obviously, since then, we did kind of drop down a little bit. We ran up to where? 150 million market cap, sitting around 130 million, not too low. Again, just kind of teeter-tottering around that area, guys. What I really do want to see is, I still don't know why Ethereum wasn't able to get over 1600. Ethereum is kind of lagging behind, guys. We weren't able to break over 1700, which again, I think is the saddest part. For a lot of these coins to start pumping, for a lot of these meme coins to honestly just like see the rips that we want, guys, we need Ethereum first and foremost to run. And that's the biggest catalyst. Ethereum is what is going to make altcoins and meme coins have their massive rally. Now, the thing about Turbo is that it is perfect, right? I don't think that it gets any better than Turbo because all organic growth, right? There's no paid KOLs. A meme coin made by AI for the people. It encompasses artificial intelligence, guys, and it's a meme coin, so it kind of is the best of both worlds. Again, doesn't get much better than what we have here. Again, contract renounced, no taxes. Total supply 69 billion, crowdfunded launch, and all the tokens are circulating as well. Literally, this is what I mean, guys. It does not get much better than what we have been blessed with. Turbo, you guys know the dev is Rep Mankind. Some people say that I look like him. I'm just kidding, guys. That's obviously an inside joke. If you know, you know. Fully decentralized, community-driven crypto adventure, literally unruggable project. So if you guys are worried about, investing into a meme coin and getting your funds drained, well, you could almost be guaranteed that that will not happen with you. A meme coin doesn't necessarily need utility, but the fact that we brought some out is also a very good sign. And also, guys, we just recently had a Revolut listing as well, and that's mainly thanks to the community, because the community is what came together, started posting a lot about Turbo, and then obviously the Revolut, the founders or whoever is behind posting these projects on their platform, they noticed it, and then it got listed. Now, as you can see here, right, we had that little bounce off of this demand area towards the upside, had a little bit of a sell-off, right? A little bit of a sell-off, but now you can see a green candle starting to form. Hopefully, guys, this does close above this demand area, solidifying potentially a rally back to this demand, or sorry, to the supply zone, supply or resistance, whatever you guys want to call it. Supply just technically means resistance, guys, better known as a roof. It's a roof that the price is trying to break over. Meanwhile, here, this is a floor that when the price comes down to this level, we bounce off of that floor. And that's kind of where we've been sitting at for the last couple weeks here. I mean, you guys can see here, right? Ever since when was the date here? April 1st, guys. Since April Fool's Day, we kind of been in this area for a really long time. We dropped quite a significant amount from all-time highs, guys, right? We are down about 89%, 86%, just back to previous all-time highs, boys. You're looking at about a 626% return from now on. The risk to reward is very appealing. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I've accumulated a lot of Turbo. So for me, right now, I'm sitting on the sidelines. I'm sure a lot of you are sitting on the sidelines as well, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You deciding to just sit this one out, or just know that your bag is full, and kind of have that confidence, and just decide, hey, I'm not gonna make a move. That is you making a move. Okay. If you have enough in the crypto markets, guys, obviously don't over leverage yourself. Only invest what you are comfortable to lose. Even that's such a broad saying, because like nobody's comfortable to lose anything. Like no one's gonna throw $1,000 into crypto that's like, yeah, whatever. If this loses, it's whatever. No one thinks like that. But obviously, guys, don't over leverage yourself to the point where you now can't afford to pay for your kids' food, your kids' college. You can't afford to pay rent. You can't afford to buy a wedding engagement ring or some stuff like that, guys. Obviously, just be smart. When it comes to crypto, because if you are over leveraging yourself, you're probably not going to make it in this space. Also, Turbo being a top 5 gainer on Binance, which I think is super, super cool, just shy of Pengu, Sin, Bio, and Big Time. Turbo is breaking its downtrend. Millionaires will be made in the next 2 to 3 months. Now, I don't have a roadmap, guys, of when exactly I think Turbo is going to pump. One thing I do know is that, well, one thing I'm confident in is that I don't think the crypto bull run is over, right? I still do think we have a good couple months to come. I still think we have a good couple months left to secure some profits. And I'm telling you guys, when the profits are on the table, you need to be able to take it. Guys, just yesterday, actually, I went and picked up my new vehicle. I actually just traded my old red Supra in for an all black one, because the whole point of that is to kind of like Batmobile it out. And I say that to say, when there's profits on the table, guys, take those profits, because no one has ever regretted taking money when there was money to be made. Life-changing wealth for each person looks different, right? I don't know your specific goals, but if you guys are, you turn $1,000 into $10,000, take those profits, right? Don't just wait for 100K from that $1,000. If there is a substantial amount of money that you made, I really think you need a solid exit strategy, which again, I do cover exit strategies as well over on, that was weird. Here, let me try to fix that while you guys are looking at my beautiful face here. Because if you guys do want to know what my exit strategy looks like, guys, I do have the meme coin mastery link here. Join the #1 group. You get access to my buy and sell alerts, exit strategies, portfolio, the one that I have, the exact moves that I'm making, and everything in between. You guys can strategy looks like solid exit strategy, which again, I do cover exit strategies as well over on, that was weird. Here, let me try to fix that while you guys are looking at my beautiful face here. Because if you guys do want to know what my exit strategy looks like, guys, I do have the meme coin mastery link here. Join the #1 group. You get access to my buy and sell alerts, exit strategies, portfolio, the one that I have, the exact moves that I'm making, and everything in between. You guys could check that out. There is a link down in the description. Again, very, very cheap. It's like 49, or sorry, Turbo is going to destroy. Again, very, very cheap. It's like 49 bucks a month, guys. Turbo is starting to move. Let's go. It's about time, guys. The Turbo family, we deserve this. Shout out Peg Leg Wally again. Great, great person in the Turbo community. Okay, Turbo, let's keep it rolling. Turbo is going to destroy its competition soon. When BTC and ETH rip, Turbo will once again be the best performing meme coin. Load up, we're back at all-time highs. Or sorry, load up before we're back at all-time highs. I need to give Peg Leg Wally a follow back. Shout out Peg Leg Wally. He does a great job. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys are having a really good weekend. I know it's Good Friday. We have Easter coming up as well, Resurrection Sunday. Again, happy holidays to you and everyone. I don't know if you say happy holidays. Happy Easter to everyone that's watching. If you guys are religious and you do have faith. If not, then I invite you to go to church, wherever that may be, guys. That's the biggest thing. Do not lose focus of the bigger picture, and that is a relationship with God. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.
So shout out to Ro and welcome them to the BTM Crypto News Network. I see came across the let me see this. One of the postings there. But that was kind of cool. That's weird. Where is it now? Yeah, there. Shout out to Turbo starts to move. If you like it, I love it. Let's go. Guess this is Trading Sniper. I was actually looking at my phone, so I'm kind of not paying attention. Should be paying attention. I guess we'll try Trading Sniper. Try this guy first, and then go back to Trading Sniper.
Absolutely crush it, potentially making a reversal in the next coming weeks. Now, the markets are starting to look a little strong again, with Bitcoin flirting with $85,000, maybe getting back to the $90,000 range. And overall, guys, things are just looking good. Let's take a look, guys. So we can see Turbo is currently up 7.5%, about 8%, right? They're doing pretty well. We can see, guys, at a market cap of 100 and basically $38 million, it's starting to show some signs of life. Okay. Now this is also up 11% in the past week, down 15% in the past month. And guys, in the past year, yeah, they have been, they've been doing pretty well. But remember, guys, just like every other meme coin, after January, it's been a insane deadly drop. Okay, it's yeah, like this thing just got Hitler basically. We could see from like around the $700 market cap, like if you kept buying the dip, it's not looking good. And again, guys, a lot of meme coins are like this. Until we see a clear chance of a reversal, I wouldn't really be aping into meme coins right now, especially if you don't already have a position. If you do have a position, definitely consider dollar cost averaging down. And if you guys aren't dollar cost averaging down, the only I can't speak English. The only thing I can say is I'm gonna help you out here. Go down below and download the best wallet. They're doing an airdrop right now, so you literally get free money. Okay, if you guys don't have money to buy the dip, or the dip keeps on dipping, and you want to get some more money to buy the dip, check this out. You literally get free money for like nothing. Just download the app, check out their quest, and check out their airdrop, and you guys get free money. So go ahead, check it out, guys. It's completely free. So yeah, I mean, hey, why not, right? Link down below. Now, back to Turbo, guys. I do think that once the markets start to flourish again, we will see a reversal. Now, I don't know if we're going to get that much higher than new all-time highs, just because of how the whole landscape of meme coins have changed, right? But I do think that we could probably see the 400s again if we see a proper reversal in the markets. Now, the markets are they're doing whatever, right? It's like Bitcoin, like, come on, like, let's make some stuff happen, right? Trump, like, chill out, But Turbo didn't just touch grass; he became the grass. I want to share this with you guys. A random little. I don't like this whole like fuzzy like profile picture thing. I like the Ghibli art, the anime style art, but I don't like the fuzzy stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Now, Turbo looks to be breaking its downtrend, right? So that's pretty cool. Millionaires will be made in the next 2 to 3 months. I'm not gonna lie; I don't think many people own enough Turbo to become millionaires. Let's see if we can actually see the analytics. Yeah, it looks like yeah, definitely not. 90% of people only hold less than $1,000 of Turbo. Jesus Christ. With about 9% people holding 1K to 100K. And yeah, that's actually kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. We can see a lot of them are cruisers as well. So that is pretty interesting. I believe cruisers are. Does it say right here? Yeah. So token addresses have been holding for less than a month. Uh, yeah. So these guys are like less than a month, I think. That's kind of insane, but yeah, hey, that is what it is, right? So again, just something to take note of. Now, next up, guys, we can see looks like it's almost that time for Turbo to finally reverse on a macro level. As you've heard me and others mention in the past, typically previous highs are seen as the new lows. If momentum continues, this is textbook pullback to support, break the channel and zoom. And yeah, I mean, literally, as it looks like technical analysis is on Turbo's side. We can see Turbo renounce ownership, literally can't rug. 100% circulating supply, healthy price action outside of when the market fear around tariffs and market manipulation affect the majority of crypto. Turbo Toad token is one of the best choices, period. Don't take my word for it. Do your research and see for yourself. Now, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe down below. And like I said, if you guys want to get some
So shout out to what's this guy's name? Crypto News. And welcome Crypto News to the BTM Crypto News Network. So this is Trading Sniper. Turbo Rage are happening. Are they? Join to support the coin, altcoin season 2025. Let's go.
Fantastic. Today we are talking about the one and only Turbo coin. Listen, we will be going and diving into the basics, of course, and the technical analysis, and we will see if there is any news. But the main thing I do want to talk about today is that there have been Twitter raids happening, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why this is so important is because the more we are united as a community, the more we tweet turbo pictures, its hashtags, reply under comments, like and retweet our tweets all related to Turbo, the more Turbo will get out there. Okay, so pretty much the last few days I've been seeing crypto money. He's been tweeting another day, another fired up post to Robinhood, cheering them on to list Turbo on their platform. So we can see this person has been, pretty much tagging Robinhood to list Turbo. And we can see there's actually been lots and lots of support, 2,000 views, two bookmarks, 221 likes, 55 retweets, five comments. So, decent exposure, decent exposure. And this is just how one of the ways potentially we will get Robinhood's attention. Now, I personally think Turbo getting listed on Robinhood is inevitable and I expect it to happen at one point during this cycle. Okay. If I was supposed to put my money where my mouth is, I would bet yes, I do believe that Robinhood would list Turbo and I would put money on it. I think it's about like 85-15 odds for yes to no, just because we've seen crappier coins get listed. And we've seen Robinhood be way more open to listing meme coins in general. And when things start heating up again, I'm sure the listings will start, happening quicker and more often, right? Because they'll see, oh wow, all these meme coins are making us some type of money because people are buying it, fees or whatever they have on their site. And why limit yourself to a certain amount of profits when you can be making a lot more by listing other coins like Turbo and other meme coins, right? It just doesn't make any sense to limit yourself. So, we can see there have been people that have been, pretty much talking about Turbo, adding Robinhood. As we know, if you reply under Robinhood, they just simply, hide your tweet if you talk about a different coin. But, doing it this way, you can still always grab their attention. In terms of Turbo itself, ladies and gentlemen, because we're almost back to 110,000 followers. Not too many new things that have been coming out. You got to remember, Turbo has accomplished a lot. Okay, Turbo has accomplished more than literally most meme coins. Okay, in terms of exchanges, listings, partnerships, whatever they can do, even diving into other narratives, they have done so much. And, you can't expect something to be coming out every day, every 2 days. It's just
it's impossible. We still have Robinhood, right? I'm sure we still have another couple more exchanges. We still can dabble into a few more games. We have the shoes potentially coming out. We have the book coming out. We already have merchandise. There's so many things that Turbo is doing and Turbo plans on doing over the next few short months that really make this project exciting in my personal opinion. And as you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new to this, Turbo fully, no one's involved. It can't be rug pulled, can't be anything. So it's really, really safe. There's a reason why this coin has shot up massively and drastically, over the last year and a half, right? We can see Turbo, boom, and then it went flatline all the way down here, recovery, and then we just had massive, massive pumps. Now, you might be looking at this chart, well, this is scary, I don't know about buying down here. It's fair. I understand. I understand your concerns because when obviously, things drop a lot and are at a bottom, people are scared to buy because that's just the way our psychology is. But you have to understand that a lot of coins look like this, and a lot of coins that, even have real utility or projects or institutions backing them up look very, very similar. Okay. A lot of coins have dropped from 70 to 90%. Turbo has dropped roughly 85%. And there are other meme coins that have dropped even way more and are struggling to recover. They are struggling. And some of them are just keep going lower and lower while Turbo is showing life. Okay. So, as discussed in the previous video, I believe this week's candle's purpose is to pretty much kind of end up the way we're looking at it right now. Obviously, we still have a few days left, so we'll have to monitor and see everything. But right now, it is looking pretty solid. Okay. So, we are building some type of support over here, right? We go down here, we are building some type of support, right? You can see we are trying to go back up. Now, remember, Turbo only has as much influence as it has because something like Bitcoin, if Bitcoin drops a lot, Turbo will most likely follow its path, especially that Bitcoin dominance has been pretty much near its last relevant highs. We can see we are getting closer and closer. There may be a little bit of a sell-off from this point, but I'm not too sure because we did have this point over here sell off a decent amount. So if we do get here, we might go back down to like 63.5% before we then skyrocket, which is good because in the bigger picture, we just kind of want this to be over with, right? If we want altcoin season, we just want this to get to our 69 to 71% before we get a nice big drop, kind of the way we did, last cycle around when this is when like altcoins start to really, really pop, right? We're going up, and then a big dump. Then we're going sideways, right? Altcoins were building a nice support. And then once they built a nice support, bam, right? This 4 to 8 weeks was just pure green. That absolutely fantastic was what we're waiting for. So really, really exciting times. So we are closer to altcoin season than further. But yeah, look, Bitcoin currently just ranging, right? This week has been ranging. I will say if we do continue to range, ladies and gentlemen, right? Because I do see a little bit of a support being held right over here, right? We can see multiple days of candle closes at this area. Now, I do want this candle today to close really, really strong, but we'll have to see and monitor it, right? Because at this current moment, it just kind of seems like we just reject off of, let's say, the average range of, let's say, $85,500, but then we bounce up once we get to like $83,330, right? So we're just ranging. The thing is, if we continue to range and we do start printing bullish candles, even if it's hard to see, right, lower or higher lows consistently, then that will be a great indicator that we will be pushing next week higher and higher up, right? If we just consolidate here, and like I said, there's indications that we are looking to slowly be going up and up, then next week we should be pumping green and we could be potentially going upwards of even back up to the 90,000s. So exciting times. Once again, we do have a few days left, so we monitor everything. Right now, it is looking pretty decent, if I do say so myself. But yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty much the update. If you're looking to be buying Turbo, objectively, it is one of the best times, right? We see that Turbo is all the way down here, and Turbo has gone up to here, right? Turbo has pretty much gone to $1 billion market cap, and right now we are at 128 million. So if we go back to all-time highs, roughly, right? All-time highs, we can see that over here it says 900 practically million market cap. It's technically more or less a little bit more usually because the way the site works. But yeah, you can see you would be getting roughly a 7x or so just to recover from the all-time highs. But I do believe we will be going higher than that. I will check quickly how many holders we have so we can see we actually did drop a decent amount of holders the other day. We lost about 100, which is a huge amount. But the last time we dropped a lot of holders, we skyrocketed into holders over the next week. So not really concerned, not really concerned at all. So personally, like I said, I am chilling. I am not influenced by people leaving or joining the project, as I do still believe this coin will be doing great. Plus, for me and my personal positions, some of them are in the negatives, some of them are still in slight profits, and some of them around break even. So I am chilling. I still have faith overall in the whole market sentiment and what's going to be happening with altcoins. But yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did.
Shout out to Trading Sniper joining the Black Tiger Miner Crypto News Network. So this is something new. Turbo on the rise again, 45x potential. So we'll run this and then I shut it down for this Friday. Good Friday, Easter weekend.
Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Dal getting in contact with you guys. We're going to talk a little bit about some Turbo. Guess who's on the rise once more? That would be Turbo, my friends. So we set the scene very quickly. A little bit of information that we need to get out to you. I'm noticing there's this coin called Big Time. It's a gaming coin. Just got listed on Binance. In my opinion, I'm not necessarily into it, but it's got so many unlocks. Still got a little bit of inflation to kind of like be released on that coin. But see, we might talk about that some other time. Bitcoin is at 84,590, so that's pretty interesting there. Ethereum is a little bit below 1,600 at 1,588. XRP is at $2.07. Cardano is at 61 cents. Interesting. Now, the coins that I'm mentioning are ones that, in my personal opinion, remember nothing we say on the channel is financial advice, but coins that I feel like, hey, you might want to DCA to this one. But anyways, let's see. Oh, what other thing? If you like what you see today on the channel, just ask you to like and subscribe to us. We're growing and we would like you to grow with us. And listen, if you want to put something in the comments about what you want to see, how you want things to go about, if you need us to do some research for you on a particular coin, something of that nature, just give us a holler. Just drop it in the comments and we'll do that for you. Yeah. Kronos, which is at 8 cents. Now, let's go up a little bit. Look at some Bitcoin dominance. Oh, let's see. Before we do the Bitcoin dominance, notice that the fear and greed is a little bit better. Let's see. So in this particular case, we have 32. We're not in extreme fear anymore. just fear. How about that? We're not in extreme fear. We're just at fear. Bitcoin dominance is going to be at 63%. Ethereum is going to be at 7.2. Others is going to be 29.8. So it looks like we're a long way from being at the peak of any type of altcoin season. But let's talk about our guy, Turbo. Turbo is back at the 0.002 mark and is climbing. Looks like it's almost at 20% on the day. Which is really good considering it's kind of, where I am, it's kind of early. But just a heads up on that. Let's take a look at the 7-day. The 7-day looks nice. The 1 month compared to other coins is a whole lot better than most. Only down 8% overall there. 1 year, let's see what's up with that. Yeah, 1 year looks excellent. Almost 4 times as much as originally at the year there. And all time, I'm sure the all time is like crazy. Yeah, up mad amount. Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Anybody who was saying something bad about Turbo better stop because of the fact that this coin, as you can tell, it's got some positive momentum. It is going well, not bonkers, but it's going, it's moving. It's really getting it done. Notice right here, we got the turbos approaching the breakout zone. So this is the current price here. And we got the 24-hour high and low. Looks like we're definitely going to be moving higher. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. If the coin is not necessarily moving higher every single day, you can't get frustrated. You got to just go ahead and be patient. And that's my concern is like anybody getting into the crypto markets has to know that you got to have a lot of patience with this stuff. But anyways, Turbo is definitely on the way up. Take a look at the market cap, nowhere near a billion, just a little bit over 100 million. Still got a lot of room to grow. The maximum supply and the circulating supply, unlike big time and some of those other coins, we don't even have to worry about, inflation in the future. This coin is already set up to succeed. It's already out there. I mean, I'm just saying. One other thing I want to mention before we go any further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of our prior Turbo videos in the description below. So just to give you a chance to look at the Turbo videos of the past, we did like a nice little breakdown of Turbo. And so just to give you guys a thought on that. Yeah, so volume is up almost 100%. It's up like 84%. So let me say this about those exchanges. And like, I remember it was like New York. New York was like the New York State or New York City or somewhere was gonna like take away Turbo from something or another. One thing I will say, uh, as far as like moving from the exchange, if you really think about New York, a lot of times they're trying to ban everything that is dealing with the stock exchange that may compete with the stock exchange. I'm sorry. So I'm not even worried about that. Any type of negative news that you saw against Turbo, might as well just drop that because of the fact that things are really moving forward. Uh, Looking at the holders of Turbo, we're not even at 100,000 yet. We're like with 53,000. Turbo is definitely going to be on the move. So got a lot of room to grow. A lot of room to grow. We're not even worried about those naysayers. Now, let's take a look. I just got a few other things to mention before we wrap it up for today. But I'm seeing right here that we got on the X site. This is a nice little, how can I say, meme that I saw. I love these little Turbo memes. This helps the community grow. So it says right here, a Turbo token. It says, like spring's first bloom, Turbo grows with purpose, not to gain, but to nurture a brighter, more abundant tomorrow. So this is the Turbo farmer and feeding the sheep. This is pretty cool right here in the barn. So just a very nice picture, just saying. So very interesting, very nice. Let's go ahead and look a little further. I want you guys to see the new, well, it's not the new site, but it's the revised Turbo Token site as far as the actual official website. Really like this because starts out as the people's token here. Notice the merch shop is at the top, right? You got your home, you got your official links here, which is a ton of links. You got your white paper, which is very short, by the way. You got a ton of memes. And they also show you how to create your own meme, which is really cool. So just a heads up on that. But going back to the home site, I want y'all to see, like, as you go down to the site, let's see, as you go down the site, there is a lot of stuff here. First of all, here's the founder talking about how we started Turbo. Then you got like all the different chain connections here. This is amazing. Um, talking about the Turbo swap. Oh my goodness, the amount of exchanges that Turbo has been listed on. Uh, I will say this: Turbo is listed on Binance, Coinbase. Um, Pretty much when you get Binance and Coinbase, you're looking great. I think we're still looking for Turbo to be listed on Robinhood. That would be a very, very good one. Would be amazing. But if you notice, Turbo's not waiting on anybody. These guys are building, they're doing what they need to do, and they're getting the job done. They're not waiting around. And what they're doing is they're linking up their coin to everything that is going to be productive, everything that's going to grow the coin, and everything that will promote it as well. So all the things that you see here, they're bringing the coin up. Oh, and if you notice, you saw the merch shop at the top, and now you see the merch shop at the bottom. These guys are about cashing it, getting the money in. Um, this is really nice the way they're making everything. So I'm just going to read this, and then we're going to wrap it up for today on this one. Everything I've done is to try and just make it decentralized, so I'm not in control. And I think that is where the beauty of this came from. It sort of blew up because I'm not running things. Everyone else is coming up with ideas on how to do something, and they're just implementing it way better than I could even do myself. This is Red Mankind Creative Turbo. So what he's saying right here, and the reason why he called it a people's token is because of the fact that this AI organization, as far as like the way the coin was organized, allows people to be able to contribute to the community and do things their way. So every last one of us that's part of Turbo can have our own creativity and bring that to the platform. So this is a very exciting time, very exciting meme coin. Turbo, in my personal opinion, is definitely top 5 as far as meme coins, and it's the one that I really like to talk about. You'll see me talk about Toshi as well, but I mean, Turbo is definitely awesome coin. This thing is going places, and I'm really enjoying talking about Turbo. But anyways, I think we're wrapping that up. But guys, like I said, I'm going to leave a description. Sorry,
So shout out to real life investors and good luck on your YouTube journey. That's your main man BTM here, wrapping up for Good Friday. Get out, grab some air, see some movies, take a kid to the park or movies, Sonic, something. Have a good Friday and Resurrection weekend, Easter weekend, or Easter Sunday, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you get in somebody's church this weekend. At least check it out or check it out for the fam. But as always, thanks for joining. It's your main man BTM signing out. Remember, as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.